Alright, welcome to another Keyforge deck unboxing and analysis. Today, of course, we are still doing a Mass Mutation deck, and this unboxing is brought to you by Wawawiwa, the official phrase of Mass Mutation deck openings. So without further ado, let's crack this puppy and see what treasures are in store. And as I've said in the past, treasures are what we call enhancements in this set. And I wonder what enhancements are bestowed upon me today. So as I was doing this, I was looking at this mat and I was like, Vault Tour 2019. 2019 feels like such a great year now that we're midway through 2020. Oh, how I miss 2019. Alright, so what have we got here? So for everyone, so last year I noticed that when you're opening decks in Worlds Collide and stuff, when you open them, you never knew which way the deck was going to be facing. But this so far is uniformed in that you can always pull it out this way and it's facing this direction. So we got a Shadows, Logos, and Dis. Oh, my first Dis deck. Alright, and this is YK Thinden of the Invisible Guildhall. Alright, YK, what do you got for me today? What have you got for me today? Alright, here we go. Now, if you're watching this, it is very likely, hopefully, that you're watching it in the early part of the day, because this evening I'm going to be on Twitch doing my first live stream, jamming this deck, which we've yet to determine what it is, and the deck I opened yesterday. So please do go to my Twitch channel. There is a link in the description here, and it is twitch.com/BoulevardBlake. That's BLVD Blake. Now, there's no sense delaying anymore. I know we're all dying to see what could possibly be in this deck. Especially me in the Dis side. Alright, here we go. Card 1 is Bonesaw. If a friendly creature was destroyed this turn, it enters play ready. Dark Minion. An enhance, and it has a destroyed, deal 1 to each enemy creature. Ward Popper. Drekker. Damage dealt to Drekker's neighbors during fights is also dealt to Drekker. Interesting. Reap, steal 1. That's pretty cool. Gateway to Dis. Oh, it's going to be so good in this set. Then we got Implosion. Destroy a friendly creature and an enemy creature. Infernus. Booyah! Infernus. Booyah! Then we have Gleeful Mayhem. Oh, love the Mayhem. So far, the board control is insane. Picaroon. Oh, look at this. The wonderful Natalie Russo has not disappointed with some gorgeous art. Deploy. X is the combined power of its non-changeling neighbors. That's pretty sweet. Then we have Relentless Creeper. After you choose Dis as your active house, you may return Relentless Creeper from your discard pile to your hand. Interesting. Snudge. Oh, so glad to see that back. Wretched Doll. So glad. And by so glad, I mean not glad at all to see this back. Why does this exist? And on. Oh, no sins. It's okay, though. Moving on to Logos. We got Bot Booked In. Great card. Play the top card of your deck as a reap ability. Bot Booked In again. Then we have Daughter with a Draw Pip. Ooh, that's hot. We have a Diametric Charge. Again, a little damage. Another Diametric Charge, but this time with a damage pip on it. Effervescent Principle, very nice. Even Ivan. If your opponent has an even amount of Ember, steal 1. Munchling, cool card. I like this card a lot. Fight, you may discard a Logos card from your hand or archives. If you do, gain 1. Chronos, oh yes, as you resolve a bonus icon, you may archive a card. I like that. The draw bonus. Fission Bloom. Ooh, I have not seen this one yet. The next time you play a card this turn, resolve each of its bonus icons an additional time. These two are best friends. Do you see that? They're best friends. Alright, and then we have Group Think Tank. Back in action. Deal 4 to each creature that shares a house with at least one of its neighbors. That's pretty good. Mobius Scroll, very nice indeed. On to Shadows. We got Bow Nithing, or as I like to call it, Bow Nothing, because it does not go off that often. But this has a drop hip, so maybe a little bit better. We got Darkwave, deal 2 damage to each non-mutant creature. I'm going to have to see how that shakes out in this deck afterwards. Francis the Economist. I have not seen this card, and I've opened a ton of Shadows so far. Skirmish, fight, each player gains 1. Ah, but it has a draw icon. Very cool. Gamgams. Seeker Needle. Seeker Needle. Subtle Auto, very cool. Play your opponent discards a random card from their hand. Borrow, oh I like this. Take control of an enemy artifact while under your control it belongs to House Shadows. I love that. We got Fiji's back, very good. Old Bruno, always nice. Reckless Rizzo, steal 1 until the start of your turn it loses elusive. And lastly we have Sack of Coins. So this deck seems to have a ton of ways of dealing with your opponent's board. So let's count the Ember Pips. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7, that's the lowest I've seen so far. This doesn't have a ton of stuff in it, but it's in terms of pips, but it does have the ones that count. So now let's count creatures. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. This has a low creature power right off the top. I find if you pretty much have Shadows in your deck, you're going to have a low creature power. That is just a foregone conclusion. Now, what do we got for Ember Control? So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, but not really. 5, 6. I hate this card so much. 7, 8, 9. 9. So we got 9 cards that can do some Ember Control, and in every house. Not mad at that at all. Now let's see for direct damage. This is where things I think are going to be off the charts. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. A little more iffy that one, but we'll still count it. 5, 6, 7. I guess this counts. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12. So we got 12 cards that can deal some form of direct damage or deal with the board, which is pretty cool. And also in every house. And now let's look at the shenanigans. Disruption. That's what I want to see in this deck. What disruption? Where's that count? So here's 1. Here's 2. 3. I don't normally do disruption. 3. 4. No, 3. I guess the artifact counts as disruption, so we'll say 4. And that's where it ends. So there's 4 cards that do disruption, but nothing crazy, but it was cool to see. Now let's see how many mutants we got here. So let's actually count the non-mutants. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So 14 creatures out of the 20 are basically non-mutant. So unfortunately, the Dark Wave is going to be a little bit detrimental to my game plan. So you got to be careful when that's played. Bow Nothing. Yeah, this card is proving to be slightly uneventful. It's one of those things where, you know what, Mobius Scroll can make this pretty good, because I can just archive it. But I mean, if you need the card draw, that's also a thing, and a body on the board. But yeah, you can always just archive it and save it for later. This card's pretty cool. Although, I mean, you could use it for Ember. What does it say? The next time you play a card this turn, resolve each of its bonus icons. Okay, that's what I was looking for. So that's cool. So Diametric Charge, you could deal 2 damage, gain 2 Ember, draw 2 cards. I like that. Yeah, that's pretty sweet. That's pretty cool. You know what? I think this deck might be okay. I think it's got a nice balance in it, although it's not going to stick on boards very well, but it has enough things to damage that even if you're behind on like the creature power, I don't think it matters. This card. Yeah. So if there's a Doom counter in play, destroy each creature with a Doom counter. Otherwise, put a Doom counter on a creature. Yeah, I don't even know what to do with that. Like, I feel like I should just discard it when I get it. But I mean, there's no point. Might as well just put it down. The way I would maybe not put it down is if they had a Snudge, or if they had a Nexus, something like that, where it could be used against me. I would not put it down. Oh my goodness. You know what I just realized? Is Snudge and Infernus are going to be best friends in this deck, without a doubt. And what other? I also probably want to do, not Old Bruno, but Subtle Auto and Snudge are going to be good friends. And potentially Bow Nothing could be in that category, but I doubt it. Let's be real here. Why? Just why? Actually, you know what I'm realizing is you could even do things like, I guess you really wouldn't want to do it for Daughter, but there's more drop hips in here. So where are those other drop hips? Are they on creatures? I should have 3. Yeah, this guy. You can return this guy to your hand and basically play it again and get another draw icon if you're going for, I don't know, that just seems silly. Yeah, that is silly. I don't know what I'm talking about. But yeah, there are some cool things you can play with the Snudge side of things. So I'm liking that, especially the Infernuses. That's where it's at. And with all these extra pips and stuff like that, you can definitely abuse that to a certain extent. So I think this would be an amazing sealed deck, actually. I'm not sure how this is going to stack up beyond sealed, but I will have to play and find out. So tune into my live stream tonight at 6 p.m. Pacific, 9 Eastern, and my Twitch's link is in the bio there, in the description, I mean. And please check out the video I did yesterday. And always, please do like and subscribe and ring that bell for notifications, because I'm going to be doing a lot of videos moving forward. And as always, may your Ember never be stolen and your keys forged promptly. Have a good one.